Hello. In this portion of the lesson, we're really going to focus on studying sensory details. And the way that we want you to do that is we want you to dig into your book. And so, what we're going to ask you to do right now is to find a fiction book. So, if you're reading something that's nonfiction right now, we're going to ask you to set that aside. And your goal is to choose something that is fiction. You can either choose that from the books that are here in the classroom, or you're welcome to go to Sora in order to get a book that you are going to be able to look at. What you're going to do is you are going to play this timer for a full 10 minutes. And there are two ways that you can go about this. Option number one is that you just dig in and you just read your book, whatever the book is that you're choosing, for a full 10 minutes. As you're reading, you are looking for good sensory language, and we'll talk about that more in just a second. The second option is that you can have your book in front of you and you can flip to different pages, because we all know there are different sections of our books that may be more or less detailed than others. And so you can flip to different sections and look for each of these examples of the five senses in sensory language in your book. So that's what you have to do. You have two choices of how to go about it, but let's look a little bit deeper into what we're looking for. You'll notice in this graphic that's on the screen that there is both a simple example and a detailed example. Our goal here is that we are looking for this detailed example of each of our five senses inside a book that we are reading. So we're looking for sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And so you'll notice if you just look at this first example, the dark brown jacket was draped over the chair. When you take that, which has some good details in it, and you level it up, her dress had the slightest sparkle, almost a sheen. It caught the bright moonlight and gleamed like a million tiny fireflies. That is leveled up sensory details. That is some incredibly good writing. So while you're playing this timer for 10 minutes, you are either looking for you're looking through your book that you have in front of you for each of these, and you're reading or searching for it. And where you're doing that, then you're going to be adding them to your notebook. Ultimately, in your notebook, we should be able to see a page that will look something like this, only you will clearly have more than 3 quotes. And so as you're looking through here, you can see that they have the page numbers off here to the side so that we can see exactly what their page numbers look like. And then each of these, like for example, the stone path to the dormitory was slick with slush, trampled by hundreds of pairs of shoes. That's a great sensory detail, right? You're going to write each of those down in your notebook. When you're finished, this is what will be an image that you will be submitting as a portion of this assignment. Go ahead and begin your time.